Okay, hi everyone, welcome back. In today's update, we are going to check out LTC's price chart, see what is happening in the short term, and I'm going to try to explain why I actually bought a bit of Litecoin. Actually, buying it's not really the right word. I opened some long positions in LTC somewhere around the $76 area, and I'm going to explain why I did that. First things first, this is right in here on daily time frame, and as you can see, right now we are inside of this beautiful ascending channel, and at the moment we are around the lower band of it, so you can absolutely argue that hopefully this is going to act as a support area and send us up. So this can be, I guess, our first initial optimistic sign. The more important sign in my view actually comes down to indicators in daily time frame, and I do think we talked about this also in the previous video. You see, on the live chart, you are having a low. The other one in here is a lower low. But what do you have in MACD? This is a low. The other one is actually a higher low, meaning this is a great looking bullish divergence. And I would argue this is actually a confirmed divergence, since in here in MACD, let's say about 3 days ago, we got a buy signal, and this was actually one very important reason for why I opened my long position in Litecoin, and also the fact that, yes, I think it was, excuse me, yep, yesterday we got also a confirmed buy signal in stock RSI. Definitely, I would say helped my bullish thesis. Now, let's go on H1 time frame, because I want to show you what is actually like the real and main reason for why I opened a long position in Litecoin in here. I would argue actually one very important reason definitely came down to the risk to reward ratios. Why is that? You see, I opened my position around $76 and my stop loss is actually under this importance low about 72.6, let's say $72 area. So I'm having about a $4 stop. On the other hand, my target is actually somewhere around $88, $87 region, meaning I'm having a $12 stop loss. So my risk to reward is about 1, 2, 3. And I don't know about you guys, this is actually definitely, in my view at least, a trade worth taking. And I do think that we do have some good structures supporting the bullish scenario, suggesting hopefully from here we're going to get a bit of a move on the upside. And that one comes down to Elliot's waves. You see, in terms of Elliot's waves, if you want to argue that in here we are going to have our final low, generally, let's not even say like our final low. Let's say we're going to have some sort of a low in here and we are going to go up for quite a bit. Then, okay, off of the lows in this region, you have to be able to find, you know it, if you are a regular viewer, a 5-wave on the upside. This specific scenario is called an impulse. Rules for it are, we should not have overlapping of the waves between wave 2 and 4, and in any kind of 5-wave, our wave 3 in here should not be the smallest wave. And in terms of the subwaves, you know what I'm about to tell you. We're gonna have 5-wave up. Let's change the colors. There we go. 5-wave up into wave 1, 3, and 5, and for wave 2 and 4, we can consider different possibilities. Doesn't really matter. Let's say, yeah, okay, ABC for our wave 2 and maybe a WXY into wave 4. Now, here's a very important point. After we complete a 5-wave up right around these highs, generally, it's not actually a buying opportunity. Why? Because even according to the most bullish case, if you are completing a 5-wave, after it, you are going to have one way or the other a bit of a pullback down. And this thing right in here, if it is in form of a correction structure, okay, fair enough, right around the lows can be a great buy opportunity, in hope that we end up having, I would say, bare minimum, pay attention, one more good move up in order to take the highs, and then probably I'm gonna say go quite a bit higher than that. Now, if you want to figure out that this is going to be maybe a correction or maybe an impulse, which is not necessarily a good sign, okay, I think you need to pay full attention to the characteristics of this move down, which chief among them is being slow and choppy, and timing wise, this has to take more time relative to this 5-wave up right in here. So having said all that, now let's go on the live chart in LTC. And in order for me to show you the structures maybe a little bit better, I think it's best to go maybe on like 15-minute time frame. And I want to be very clear, this part is only and only for the sake of educational purposes, okay? In my own time, I'll be honest with you guys, I rarely go on such lower time frames, but I just want to show you the subwaves in here and tell you why I opened a long position in LTC. So, question, from this high to about these areas, how long did it take for us to have this move? Let's just measure it from this point to about here. Timing wise, as you can see, about 550 candlesticks in 15-minute time frame. On the other hand, this move up in Litecoin only and only took us about 200 candlesticks, meaning what? Despite having way more than enough time, seems like that in LTC, at least in this region, bears are actually in this phase failing to pull the price all the way back down to these levels and maybe even take them and go quite a bit lower than that. So I guess this can be an initial optimistic sign going for us. Also, I think in here, excuse me, let's zoom in more. From the lowest low, this is most likely a wave 1 followed by a correction for wave 2, another move up, let's say to about this point, or maybe even here, doesn't really matter, into our wave 3, maybe a triangle for 4, and then another move on the upside into our wave 5. You can also argue maybe this is the end of our wave 3, and to about here we are having a correction for 4, and then another move into wave 5. Doesn't really matter. The point that I'm trying to make is this. Number one, you are able to find 5 wave up followed by a correction down, and in terms of the shape of it, I'm going to explain it to you in a minute. Why do I think this is actually a correction? And also, more important than that, this whole move does actually have the main characteristics of a bullish setup, meaning the initial phase up is going to be quite strong. It absolutely is. And also, the next phase down, the next pullback should be quite slow and choppy, which based on what we just saw, it absolutely 100% is. So, if you're having essentially a strong move up followed by a choppy pullback, this is actually telling you that bulls do have a good bit of power, and hopefully they are going to jack the price higher and higher, at least in the short term. Let's say maybe in like the next 4 to 7 days in LTC. Now, in terms of the shape of our correction in Litecoin, I think you can actually consider many different possibilities. For example, where is actually the lowest low? Yep, it's right in here. And in that case, yeah, okay, I guess it is possible for us to consider from this high, ABC down into A, ABC on the upside into wave B, and maybe like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave down to about this point into our C leg, generally something like an ABC expanded flat. It is also possible that in here we are having maybe like a WXY in form of a double zigzag. And if you are comfortable with taking this initial high, even this one happened by like the smallest margin, but let's say we did take this high, and if you're comfortable with it, okay, I guess this can absolutely be also a WXY, a double zigzag structure. Generally, I'm trying to tell you, look, I don't really have the problem of finding the proper subwaves for a correction structure to work in here. This move down does have a lot of the characteristics of a corrective movement, so I'm gonna argue we are probably going to get a move up, and the overall move can be in two different forms. Scenario number one suggests, which is actually the most pessimistic one, that this thing is going to be probably an A, B, C zigzag, and in terms of the subwaves, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into a correction for wave B. Let's say in this instance, maybe an ABC followed by yet another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave up into C. And if I just go on the live chart, okay, so we said this is 5 wave up followed by a correction down. So maybe this is going to be on a higher degree. A, B, and what's next? You know it, another move up into our C leg, which is why I opened a long position in Litecoin. The other possibility is actually a bit of a bullish one, and you can argue maybe from the lowest low, this is actually a wave 1 correction for 2, and soon we can expect a move up just like that ABC scenario that I showed you earlier, but that move is going to be actually quite a strong one up into our wave 3, then correction for 4, and followed by even and hopefully even like another move on the upside into wave 5. Which possibility is going to happen? I'll be honest with you, I don't know. And also, I don't really care. What I do understand is this. There is a good chance, and this is really the key one, just a good chance that in Litecoin, we are at least going to get this move on the upside. And I think by the end of this move, I am going to get out of my position. Now, do I have another reason to be optimistic and argue why I opened my position in here? The answer, I think it might be yes. And this is my last reason. Let's just do this. Okay. So if we manage to get a confirmed break of this importance line, and by a confirmed break, if you are a new viewer, you should know that I mean we go above it, do like a very slow and quick choppy pullback, and then get another move on the upside in order to take the highs. If we do this, at that point, you are going to see me saying, look, in LTC, this is probably a head and shoulders structure, something like this. And the fact that also in daily time frame, we do have a bullish divergence between the lows in here, maybe it is actually supporting this potential head and shoulder. But again, it's not really confirmed yet. Just be a bit patient and see, are we going to confirm it or not? If we confirm it, great sign. This is yet another reason for why in LTC we are allowed to consider a move up. And by the way, what's going to be a likely target for this move? Let's just measure the height of our pattern from here to about, let's say maybe this point, and put this thing at our breaking point. Let's say we're going to break it right in here. This is giving you about something like an $86 Litecoin, but I think we can go like just a little bit higher than that in order to get to about the previous major pivot high, which in case of LTC, it's like right in here around, let's say $87, $88 region. And at the beginning of the video, I told you my target for the coming move up in LTC, if we are going to get it, is actually somewhere around here. And by that point, I'm just going to get out of my position and wait and see what are we going to do in this region. Are we going to maybe hang around under it a little bit in form of a correction structure? If we do, okay, fair enough. Maybe this is going to be once more another long opportunity in hope that we end up having a bit of a small breakout in the short term. On the other hand, if we end up getting like a very strong move down, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I guess maybe not an optimistic sign. At that point, we are probably going to continue our move down a little bit more in LTC. But again, let's not for now at least talk about those moves. We will definitely cross those bridges when we get to them. Right now, let's focus on the next leg in LTC. And I am really hoping that it is going to be something like a 15% one on the upside. And I hope I explained everything well and you understood what is going on in Litecoin. And until the next update, I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.